Well, hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Give me some water, too, please. What is up, everybody? My girlfriend just told her friend she has issues with her effing brain. What? Interesting. What issues are those? Is she a nutcase? What? Good evening. Tune in next time to figure out why. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No do 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 do. I need to ask Yuffie to make me a... Just turn it on in the living room. It'll cool down the whole house. What's up, Wasteland Warrior? How's it going? Just turn on the AC? Oh, right. I'll ask Yuffie to make me an engine room layout. And then my camera suddenly just turned the opposite direction. Brain lesions over bipolar. Hold on, hold on. Let me fix my thing here. There we go. So my camera actually moves on its own. Every once in a while it likes to look off into directions that I have no idea why. And then tweak out, which again, I have no idea why. But I think I'm going to ask Yuffie to make me an engine room. For more like calm stream days. When I'm working on stuff. He's giving me an evil eye right now. So what's going on? Your girlfriend's friend has a brain lesion? Or you're hoping she has a brain lesion? Is that what's going on? I was just watching Medicare stream for a while before I came over here. He beat me to something. I was going to show something. He beat me to it. I'm still going to show it, but... because I found it funny. I'm just waiting for people to trickle in. I'm waiting for other people to go out there and tell people we're on air and spread the information. You just put this in the fridge. I'm full already. Yuffie made me fish tacos and then made me like pasta salad, and I'm already full from the fish tacos, so I was like, can you put this in the fridge? I can only eat so much in one sitting. But I will eat that later. Oh boy. Speaking of crazy people, that's what we're going to watch in a minute. Some crazy people. Tio sent me some stuff, I guess. They did another pro-Jesus rally today in Portland. I guess that's the new thing they do over there, is they have the Christians are doing like a pro thing, which is fine. They pay for permits and have like a concert. Which again is fine. That's nice. You're not hurting anybody. What's up, Randy? Also, thank you very much. I got Yuffie ice cream and went to the ranger station. Sounds weird, but that's a place. And they hooked her up pretty good. So they won't eat fish? What if you did like a tilapia and fry it up and don't tell them what it is? Just stick it in their face and be like, listen, you're gonna eat this or you're gonna sleep outside. I bet you they'll decide they're gonna eat the fish. Yeah, it's a little mean to do. I don't know. Maybe that's cruel and unusual. Hey, you guys ready for some crazy people? We're going to watch some crazy people. Come on, mouse, do what I want. There we go. Oh, no, we need some audio because this is going to be great.
Why do you let those kids get away with this? They are not supposed to be here!
If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. Lower your voice.
Fucking try it.
So this is at a college. And I'm trying to find the entire news behind this. Body cam footage has been released of a police visiting an American campus last year following reports of a car theft. Unfortunately for them, the first person they meet in a cross-dressing student throws repeated and aggressive tantrums about his gender identity. So I guess someone FOIA'd this. And so here's what we got. Well, I mean, it's a college, so people are adults, but yeah.
Are you threatening me?
You're threatening me.
Are you threatening me?
I'm just...
Because I'm here right now to deal with a stolen vehicle. I ain't got time to hear you screaming and yelling.
I don't have time to constantly be abused.
We'll get OPD down here then, because I gotta work this stolen vehicle.
What do you mean, OPD?
Alpha 73 University.
Alpha 73.
Can we get another unit to deal with Jay Lee here? He is having a breakdown.
Say! Just say the right pronoun!
What'd you say?
7351.
So allegedly, according to Grok, this was staged. Now, I don't know if this was staged, to be honest, because they're trying to say that the person, the cross-dressing student having the meltdown, is an actor in a stage/satire video. No real name or identity is associated with it because it's not authentic footage from an actual incident. The video clip is scripted content designed for engagement, outrage/typical or certain YouTube videos. Now, that's what Grok's saying, but
No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No, just
Get down on the ground right now.
Leave me alone!
I can come in there.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you gonna calm down?
I'm getting my phone out. I have to
Okay,
film
I'm
this.
telling you. Are you gonna calm down?
I
No
will
charge of
calm down. I will calm.
Do you know what this is?
I
This is
will calm
OC
down
spray.
when you get the pepper spray out of my face.
Alpha 73.
Leave me alone.
I have
Just please.
pepper spray
Please.
at this
Just
individual right
stop
now.
putting the pepper spray.
oh,
in me.
DB, I know that. I know that.
Stop spraying me.
Yeah, lower your voice.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Do you want to get tased?
I want you to leave me alone!
John.
You have been particularly abusing me!
If you come,
You did!
if you come towards me one more time,
Follow me!
you are good.
And send abusing administrators!
I gotta
Don't you remember?
deal with this.
Don't you remember?
Jaylee,
He's
don't focus on me, okay?
Execution 97.
Okay?
Get away!
You don't tell me where to go.
You stop.
Fuck you! Fuck you, cop!
Alpha 73 University.
Jaylee,
I want to be away
No,
from
no,
him.
it's too late now. It's too late now. He's gonna be taken away.
Shay!
Jaylee, you need to stop. Stop.
He's taken.
I just want to get away from him!
I understand that.
He needs.
Shay!
He's.
Shay! 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 Stop this tickling!
Yeah, so it doesn't seem staged to me either because of the way that people are acting around him. Like, if this was supposed to be some sort of college thing, right? One, I don't believe they would have an axiom cam on and properly placed, and two of them threaten to mace him.
Just say Shay!
And then him putting on his gloves like a real cop.
Josh, can you please just tell them to use the right pronouns? Please! You know it's causing me a lot of distress.
Yeah, I need you to bring it down here though, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you very nicely. Put your stuff down. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Delta 70 Riley over here.
Not going to be arrested.
Put your stuff down.
No!
Put your hands behind your back.
No!
Okay, so I'm only gonna ask you one more time. You can record all you want, but it's already beyond that point. We already tried.
You're stressing me out.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just asking you to please stop stressing.
We already tried to help you. So
No, you didn't.
yes.
You came in with hostile intent.
Put your hands.
Be alone.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't
Get on the
hurt
ground.
me.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't hurt me.
Get down on the ground.
Well, especially again, I don't think this is staged because, like, let's look at this other officer that was there. Right? Like, now maybe this person staged this. I don't know, but the cops not so much.
Down right now. Get down now. Get down.
Leave me alone. Help! Help me!
Get down.
I
Now, the screwed up thing is, I was about to show this Medicare beat me to it and showed it already. I'm like, God damn it. I was watching on his show for a minute too. I was like, God damn it.
Get him down.
Drama alert beat us both to it though, so. And we're both pulled from it.
Put your hand behind your back.
I can't.
No.
What is up with all this? It looks like a pig's side.
I'm right. I just wanted you to.
So what happened was the cop showed up to look for a missing vehicle on campus. He was a regular cop. He called campus security over saying, hey, this guy's acting kind of erratic and stupid. You know, let's take him in because he's acting a little weird. Saying you can't let those kids do what they did to me or some shit. And then it went on from there.
Please. Josh, please, this is all a big misunderstanding.
I'm gonna spray him.
No, please don't say him. Her.
Okay, her. I'm gonna spray her.
Thank you.
Put your hand behind your back.
No.
Yes. I don't want to spray you.
On three, reference.
Give me your hand.
While resisting, as you get one.
Is there any way I can?
No, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Please, I can calm down if you just give me some space.
See what's gonna happen?
Emergency north for 988
Put your hand behind your back.
I just need space.
Put your hand
I
behind your
need
back.
space.
Give me your hand.
I just need
Give me
space,
your
please.
hand.
Put your hand.
Bailey, give me your hand.
Okay, I'm gonna tase you if you don't cooperate. Tase
Bailey,
him.
give me your
Again, if it went stage, they wouldn't just tase someone.
He's not going to tase you. You give me your hand.
You're gonna arrest me.
No.
Give me your hand.
Yes, we need your hand.
I don't arrest me. No.
Let's go. Give me your hand.
You're gonna get it again this time.
Give me your hand.
Now, again, if this was staged, you wouldn't have someone ride the lightning, just saying. So what I think they're saying is that the guy staged it. Like the guy on purposely got the cops there and made the whole spectacle out of it. Allegedly. At least that's what people are trying to say. Or what it could be is that the other side is like, hey, we got to say this shit is fake and, you know, we don't really act like this.
Give me your hand.
Leave me alone.
Give me your hand.
Alone.
Oh!
Give me your hand.
Keep tasing.
I got his leg. I got his legs.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Let go. Put your wrist. Relax him, okay? There you go.
We got him.
And we got charges.
Who's this for? Battery.
And battery on Leo.
They were attacking me.
They were attacking me!
Okay.
Comply. Now you're under arrest.
Yeah, those are real cops. Like, I don't know why Croc is trying to say that this is staged. Again, the only thing that might be staged is that the guy is the one you know what I mean? Like, he tried to make a whole thing like, it's just a prank, bro. And then he ended up getting real cops, you know, to tase him and take his ass in. I don't believe this is rage bait or anything like that.
Battery on Leo.
Watch your head. Roll over. Now get up.
Josh, please.
On your knee.
I'm trying.
Now stand up.
I can't
I have my phone.
I don't know where it is.
Ow, I can't get up.
You said you did take
He's fully charged up now.
Yeah. Sit down. We're going to have the fire department take a look at you.
Josh, this is a big misunderstanding.
You're good.
Let's just take it to the car.
You're going to be put him in my control car. Okay. I'll take it. There. Come on. You're going to be all right. Come on.
Thanks, Josh.
Can I have my phone back?
Go get your belongings, all right?
I hate you all. I hate you. You escalated this. You didn't have to pull out the pepper spray. You didn't have to continue to spin at me.
Do you want more units downtown?
You knew my buddies and you set them off.
I live out shortly, but I think we were okay coming out.
He's very upset.
Please stay. Once again. Do not push me.
So that's the end of the video. Yeah, I don't know why Grok is trying to say this is staged. Like, I am befuddled why they're trying to say it's staged. But to be honest, it doesn't look staged to me. Speaking of people getting arrested and stuff happening to them, Andrew Iloctate apparently has been arrested. Federal authorities are reportedly arrested influencer. I want to call him an influencer. I think Andrew Tate is literally just a plant, but I don't know why he has man tits, but he does. Those aren't pecs. Those are man boobs. But he was arrested by federal authorities. So let's go see. What did Andrew Tate get arrested for? Now, anyone who doesn't know who Andrew Tate is, he's one of these guys that's like, I'm a manly man. All men need to learn how to be a man for me. I'll tell you how to be a man. It's really easy. Pay your goddamn bills. Yeah, that's about it. That's number one, I would say. Federal authorities and U.S. Marshals arrested Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate in Miami, Florida. The arrest is an extraditionary request from the U.K. where the brothers face serious charges, including rape, actual bodily harm, human trafficking, and controlling of prostitution. That's right. Andrew Tate is arrested for rape. Now, that's not really surprising to me or really anybody else that knows this turd. Rape, prostitution in the UK. What is probably going to now happen is it's probably going to be something with kids is what I'm going to guess. It's going to go to the UK and he's probably going to be charged with something with kids. That's kind of the shitty person he is. So no new stuff is on him, but I guess Interpol wanted him. And you have to do something pretty heinous, right? You got to do something heinous enough where Interpol gets involved and will have the US pick your stupid ass up and bring you over to the UK, right? Like, that's not just a little like oopsie daisy slap on the wrist. That's like you have some serious charges against you. And you're being taken over to the UK government. So, goodbye, Andrew Tate. I think you're an asshole, and you get what's coming to you, buddy. So, good riddance. Good riddance while you So yeah, 41 minutes ago, Andrew Tate picked up by U.S. Marshals being extradited to the UK. I hope he rots in hell. So screw him and the horse he rode in on. All right, let's start talking about Iran. Start talking about Iran. People came in here, didn't see Iran, and left. I know how it is. People tired of watching Lookner stare at the screen and not say anything for 5 hours. Let's see. Here's some background. This is Iran International, so they'll be posting pictures of what's happening in the destruction. Oh, let's get the titles up there. Da, 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 da. See, Iran. I need to put something else on the other screen. Ahoy there, mateys. Prepare your butt pirates.
مع تحركات عاجلة للدفاع المدني حالة
Oh, we don't need to hear that. I just want to see the explosions. I don't really want to hear their mouth. So we're on day 7, day 8? What day are we on right now of the Iran escalation? Can't say war. Technically, it's not a war. I think it's day 7 or 8. Don't really remember top of my head, but 7 or 8. According to New York Times, Iran attack on the Jordan damaged a significant number of UH-60 Black Hawk helicopters. No one's going to tell anybody. I was watching the Free Agenda guy, but he had this yellow custard snot stuff in his nose, and I guess somebody told him. Did he have to go blow it? If you have like yellow mucus, it's usually a sinus infection. Usually it gets green. You know, I'll tell you a really nasty story. I had a horrible bacterial infection in my face, sinus infection. And I remember having to go sneeze and sneezing into a handkerchief. And because it was so coated with bacteria that it stuck together like glue. And I think that was, I don't know, I was a teenager or something when that happened. I remember that. It was disgusting. So I couldn't imagine being on stream and having my camera looking up my schnoz. And, you know, you're looking at the camera, right? Like when you stream, like I have 3 screens going on right now, okay? I have my main screen in the center, which is a 36-inch curved monitor. And then I have 2 32s that are horizontal. No, vertical. Vertical. So I can see stuff easier. I would like to actually get another curved monitor to go above this one, but that's nor here nor there. But I could see myself. Like, I know I'm a VTuber here, but I have a camera feed of my own face that's up here. Like, I know what I look like. I can look at my face and see my hair's, you know, combed or whatever else. So if you have a camera looking up your schnoz, you could see what's in there. And because he's an idiot, he doesn't take the time to go like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to be seen up in the house. How'd I get it? Acacia tree, actually. It was I'm severely allergic to acacia trees and the pollen. I don't think I was doing anything like that when I was that age, Sterling. So just having an infection. So, significant number of UH-60 Blackhawks allegedly were damaged, according to, again, the New York Times. The New York Times has no idea what the hell is damaged and what isn't. Nobody's out there telling the New York Times what is going on with the aircraft there. Sorry, not a thing. And you don't go off in the middle of a war and tell people what is damaged and what equipment you no longer have. That would be stupid. So, I don't really believe the New York Times on that. And I don't believe anybody be out there and be like, well, do I got a scoop for you? You know what I mean? Like, no one's going to call up the New York Times and be like, hey, this is how many of our helicopters are damaged. Make sure the American people know. Make sure they know the war's not going the way we want. Allegedly, right? Also, I want to thank everybody for helping me get ice cream for Yuffie last night after her dog passed. Very much appreciate it. I know it's a short stream, but I wanted to go over there and get her something before her show, and I know she got teary-eyed on her show last night, so thank you everybody for that. I appreciate you. It meant a lot to us. So, appreciate that, everybody. Oh, I forgot to advertise more places. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's what I get for not remembering to advertise on X and the other places. And then I hear myself, and then I stop speaking because I hear myself in my own head, and it trips me up. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Blake. All right. Let me tell the rest of the places where I'm live at. Okay, there we go. All right. So, yeah, for operational security, the last people are going to go tell us the news, right? Now, you might tell the news something like that so that the Iranians get some false hope that they're winning and try something stupid. But to be honest, do we have something that probably got damaged? Maybe. Is it something that we're going to tell people because then we look at our defenses are lower? No one's going to know that. Again, everybody wants to be the guy who has all this information, right? Who has all this prominent information and feel like they know a secret nobody else knows and go tell everybody else because it's a form of superiority. But to be honest, they don't have a goddamn clue. They could have people in there just screwing with their rancher. Bahrain sources say a large number of American aircraft jets have flown from Bahrain to carry out more strikes in Iran. That's 23 minutes ago. Let's see. And then you have people like this. So there's one called DD Geopolitics. I don't know who they are, but they tend to pop up on some of the feeds I look at. And I think they're just a proxy of Iran, but they say it is our stance with Iran is one of the truth over falsehood, gods over evil, and promoting world to come to an end of the Zionist ruled world. So I don't know who these people are, but they obviously are very one-sided. They said a world that will soon be led by our Imam Muhammad Ali Mahmoud Itis, a blood, a blue, a gray, a green. A world where we will reap our outcome of divinity-guided society, no poverty, corruption, fear, or... let's see, can you see the rest of this? Fear of oppression, abundance of wealth, knowledge, and wisdom. We are moving closer to the dark clouds of global struggle loom over us. So place your hearts in the right path and replace in the change to come. Inshallah Allah, God willing. Yeah, that's some goddamn propaganda if I ever heard it. And there's people out there again promoting this, thinking that I guess if Iran won, Iran would hold the keys to a more prominent world. I mean, we can look at what their current world is. It looks like shit. Half the country doesn't have running sewage. Not sure I'd want that. Again, according to the Wall Street Journal now, during Iran's attacks on Jordan, both manned and armed aircraft were targeted. According to one source, one source, doesn't say who the source is, right? One U.S. Air Force USA-7 F-16 Strike Eagle was destroyed during the Iranian attack on the base. Some source. Doesn't say who the source is, though. Doesn't label who the source is. Is some Air Force guy in there giving you information? Well, that'd be really bad because he's going to lose his job. He's going to get court-martialed. Be really bad. Not gonna be the way they want. Apparently, Iranian women are gathering near the Bandera Abyss in southern Iran to celebrate the news of the new airstrikes against Islamic region. They are chanting a message to America: "Keep going, you are doing great." That's a lot because, again, remember there was a time when Iran took a bunch of women and had them stand around the power plants. Remember? Not doing that shit anymore, are they? Maybe the people are starting to wake up and realize, like, hey, they're willing to sacrifice you for property, right? They're willing to have you go out there and catch a bomb with your face. Maybe you don't want to be on their side, right? And Iran's attack Kuwait's power and de-isolation plants were targeted. And Iran's attacks Kuwait's power and de-isolation plants twice in 2 days. That is not a goddamn sentence. And they attacked Kuwait power and desolation plants twice in 2 days. Are you saying Iran attacked Kuwait's desalination plants and power twice in 1 day, in 2 days? Is that what you're trying to say? Iran struck a power station and water desalination facility in Kuwait twice over 2 days. English is not your first language, apparently. Why don't you just say Iran struck the power plants and water desalination facilities back to back over 2 days? And done. You know, remove the rest of the sentence. They're trying to say that, and again, this is another one out there. This is Slovengrad, I don't know who that is trying to say this. That said that it's roughly 90% of the drinking water. Trying to say that 90% of the drinking water is now gone in Kuwait, which, again, I don't think that is true. And I feel like if Kuwait lost their drinking water, they would want to go invade Iran and kill everybody for getting rid of their ability to have fresh drinking water, right? Again, as of 1 hour ago, heavy U.S. strikes are now targeting Iran once again. I hear alarms going off, number 2. USA Today saying 2 U.S. service members were killed and 1 remaining missing after an Iranian missile and drone attack in Jordan, according to CENTCOM. I want to see CENTCOM say it. I don't really trust you, USA Today. Where is CENTCOM's message? I want to read that. This is where Tio then sends me said message. Because it says, according to new reporting for the Wall Street Journal, multiple U.S. manned and unmanned aircraft were destroyed and damaged in Iran's attack on the Saltiya Air Base in Jordan, which also killed 2 service members and wounded several others. But again, that's Uncent Defenders saying that was from the Wall Street Journal, not saying CENTCOM. Excuse me while I don't believe these assholes out there. CENTCOM statement on recently falling missing U.S. service members. Tampa, Florida, on July 17, 2 U.S. service members in Jordan were killed in action at a U.S. Central Command Center. So 2 of them did get killed. And partner forces defending against Iranian ballistic missiles and drone attacks. Additionally, 1 service member is currently missing. 4 American service members were medically evacuated to Jordan's hospital. They have since been discharged. Other personnel who were evaluated for minor injuries have returned to duty. Out of respect for the family, CENTCOM will withhold additional information, including the identities of the fallen warriors, until 24 hours after the next kin has been notified. So they're notifying the families, and then maybe tomorrow we'll figure out who it is. USS Donald Cook transits the Arabian Sea while the MH-60S Seahawk flies nearby. American forces continue to strict enforcement of the ongoing naval blockade against Iran. Today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. forces begin launching new airstrikes against Iran at Commander-in-Chief's direction. The strikes are designated to further degrade Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz and swiftly punish the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, who forces launches against attacks. American service members in Jordan last night. So where are we now? So right now we have Iran has just killed some service members. Keeps launching stuff at all these nearby countries. So are we going to go into a war yet? Are we going to look in and say, hey, you know, this is an issue. This is something we need to look into? This is something we need to have Congress say, hey, full-on war, let's just eliminate this and be done. Right? U.S. crude investors just hit a 40-year low, 726 million barrels total. Commercial plus the strategic petroleum reserves, Iran conflict forced the heaviest SPR draw in generations. Commercial stocks alone, 411 million barrels, tight supply with an emergency buffer growing. That was from Zero Hedge. So apparently people believe that right now with what's happening in Iran is Iran's going to try to, what they believe, run down the clock, and that U.S. is going to run out of weaponry to keep fighting Iran. Which is stupid. Like, I don't really know who's out there telling them that we have this, limited number of bombs and missiles and other things that, once it's gone, and we're never going to make any new ones. Like, that's just silly. I'm pretty sure Raytheon and other companies out there have been building munitions for the last, 30 years, day in and day out, to keep people not only at a job, but to make sure things are very heavily supplied. Now, the U.S. doesn't prepare for one conflict, right? The U.S. prepares for multiple conflicts on multiple fronts after the stuff that happened in World War II. We kind of take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to munitions. Not only that, but the people around us, who bases we are using, probably also think about the same way, right? Like, we're going to have these munitions here just in case something happens. Because we never know, again, what's going to happen. Especially with people like Iran and other countries over there who are quite hostile towards them. So why would they believe that they're going to be able to run down the clock of the United States when the United States is a powerhouse, again, that's been building munitions probably for the last 30 years and just stockpiling them? Not only that, but like new munitions are coming out every day. And these new munitions that are coming out every day are more advanced and better than the last. And from what we know of the U.S., we don't really use the new stuff unless we have to. So we're kind of just dumping all the garbage. Stuff from 30 years ago. Marksman told me at one point when he was in the Marines, he had to go get Bangalores. And Bangalore torpedoes, which are like giant sticks of dynamite. I'm not going to tell you why he needed those, but he had to go get them. And guess what? They had them still from World War II, stockpiled somewhere. Just sitting there. Just in case someone had to use them for something. Don't think again they use them since World War II or Vietnam. They're just sitting there. So why would Iran, a country that literally has lost most of its navy, losing a lot of stuff on the ground, losing bridges now, infrastructure, possibly think that the United States is going to not be building stuff for the last, 40, 50 years? Yeah, we're just kind of rotating the stockpile, out with the old, in with the new, right? And as we have stated before, and I have brought this up repeatedly because people are stupid, who have no idea how war works. That you don't just build stuff and go, we only built 100 bombs, we're just going to use those 100 bombs, and okay, the war's over, we ran out of munitions. That's not the way things happen. I agree we gave a lot to Ukraine, but not as much as I think people think. Like, we probably calculated, and some bean counter went out there and said, this is what we could give away if World War III started tomorrow, right? This is what percentage we can give away. And this is what percentage can be detonated, because we want to have 75% of the munitions stockpiled just in case. So I don't think, and again, that's saying like, oh, well, we're not building any new bombs or missiles. It's like, no, that's not true either. Because again, we're building them around the clock right now, from what I understand from people that are currently working for those companies, is they say that production has never stopped and that they just now have to start working on the weekends and overnight. So I think we, got a lot of garbage rid of in Ukraine, but I still think we have plenty. I don't think we're going to run out of munitions to fight Iran. I think it would just be silly. And if that is true, then one of the main counters severely screwed up. They keep building new storage areas for storing military stuff. Of course, they haven't stopped making the boom boom. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. I'm saying that I believe that we've been stockpiling the shit out of stuff. I believe that we have new munitions that have come out, which are some scary ass missile or bomb we never heard of. And it's just sitting there, and some general's like, can I use it? Can I use it? Can I use it? Can I use it now? Let me use it. I developed this thing over 20 years. Let me use it. Silence. Right. And I don't think, again, even like a dud bomb, right? Like you have a bomb that's a dud and you drop it on something. It's not going to make a big hole. Maybe it won't even explode, but the sheer force is going to hurt. Iran media reports claims U.S. forces struck an area near Hajab in southern Iran. I don't know where the hell that is, nor do I care. Several explosions were heard in the Iranian Bandar Abbas area of Qashm Island. That was 5 minutes ago. Several blasts heard again in the Qashm Island. Get multiple explosions now around that island. We don't have any footage of that island, unfortunately. Because I have a feeling if we did, one of these cameras would have it on them. But again, I think we are currently doing okay on explosives and bombs. I think we have no idea what's really stockpiled and what's not. And because again, there's a certain point where I understand everybody wants to be the know-how guy. They want to know what's going on. They want to have their finger on the pulse and be like, I know stuff you don't know because I have all these magical connections. Like the crazy guy who bought a news van and shits in his own hat. Why do I hear tires squealing? There we go. Right? Even with Obama, I think we were still producing. But again, like, I don't think we were producing record highs, but even with Obama, we were still, we were still doing missions and stuff. So I don't see why they wouldn't be building anything. And then even with Biden, I think we still passed stuff for getting munitions made. I mean, Israel's already participating. They're fighting right now people in Lebanon, which is a proxy of Iran. So the people in Lebanon can't be sending weapons to Iran right now either. So yeah, I think they are participating. They also participated in some strikes, though. Last thing I heard, Trump told Bibi, hey, you hang out. I'm going to go do this. You focus on Lebanon, from last thing I read. Yeah, and like Biden thinned out the military, but I don't think any of the bills that they passed were strictly against munitions for the military. I think we were still building stuff. Again, I think we have like 20-year contracts with some of these people. Like, hey, you're going to make 20 years worth of explosives from us. And then we may call on you to make more, right? The one thing actually that there is a shortage of is ammunition. The reason there's a shortage for ammunition for civvies is because a lot of the ammunition companies switched to military making. So right now there are companies working 24 hours around the clock making ammunition. And so if they're making ammunition, I'm pretty sure they're making the bigger stuff. That would be my assumption anyways. And so with the ammunition, though, is going to be harder and going up in price for civvies. That's why I keep telling people, hey, you might want to go look at buying some cases of 5.56 from trappers while they still have them. So that's the only thing I know there might be a shortage of, is that it stuff towards the civilian market. But I know right now there's been gunpowder that's set aside for gunpowder and other explosives, of course, set aside for the military, not civilians, right? Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if they ramped up production after giving so much to the Ukrainians, right? Especially since you got to look at it from the company's perspective. Your job is to sell bombs. And business is booming. No pun intended. But if business is booming right now, why not, right? Why not sit there and start making money hand over fist? That's all I would do. Now, the cease makes a good idea, too. You got better start stocking up to the ceiling. We lose all the midterms in 2028. That's right. Good thinking, Spank. Good thinking. But I don't think we're going to have to worry about... I don't think we have to worry about running out of munitions against Iran. I think that's a misnomer, and I think that maybe people are saying it out there so that Iran stops and thinks, hey, they're going to run out of munitions. We're just going to wait it out, right? We're just going to wait it out. Mind you, a lot of their top generals are already dead. Biden could not touch the contracts. He could not cut what the PDJT promised to Taiwan. Well, there you go. So there you go. That's more of another thing, too, to look at is if he's not touching it, the other side didn't touch it, munitions were stockpiled, still getting stockpiled, new stuff is being made, built, and, put aside. So, again, I don't know why Iran thinks that they're going to run out the clock. I feel that's just silly. I feel like that's a crazy idea. I also read that because of what we found out the other day, apparently some of the Antifa channels, everyone wasn't paying attention, it looks like Antifa was getting sponsored by somebody in another government. And that government was China. China had a lot of influence, especially the young lady that was ran over the other day. Seemed to be a Chai Khan herself. Allegedly, anyways. I mean, if Israel's relying on outside suppliers and we're the supplier, then we're just getting our money back and people have jobs. Why do we want to lose that? So, as I mentioned last night, I think it was serendipitous, if you will, and very coincidental, overly coincidental, that COVID and the BLM riots all happened at the same time. But they were finding people who were in these little chats, these nice little chit-chats with all these Antifa people apparently started to leave once it was exposed that China had a big finger up the ass of all of them. Weird. It's also really weird that they keep pushing communism and socialism. Really weird. And that how some of them, weirdly enough, were flying Chinese flags. I remember showing other people, oh no one's flying the Chinese flag. Then the guy came by literally with the Chinese and communist flag on the screen. I just looked at the screen going, funny how that is. Funny when I'm right. So now that it was exposed that China was part of the BLM stuff, their funding is now lessening. And a lot of those people, again, I think we're getting a lot more money and sources, right? Well, I think China wants to be the head of the globalists, right? That's kind of their MO. They want to be the biggest thing in charge. So if it came down to, and let's say the United States ceased to exist for whatever reason, China's biggest enemy would be India and Russia. or next, like hands down. Like they're all friendly right now, but do you think that China would let Russia be on top of it? Or vice versa? I don't think so. I think India would not want either of that to happen either. You never thought New York City was run by commies? Have you ever been to New York? It was run by commies a long time ago. Now they're just slapping it in your face. Notice how when the USAID money dried up, the more violent rioters died out? Oh yeah, of course. Now you just got crazy people out there like that Spider Mike guy who, likes children too much. I won't say for thousands of years. I would say China was a very different country 150 years ago than it is today. Especially when, during World War II, when Japan rounded them up and tried to kill as many of them off as possible, and could not find ways of executing them enough during World War II. So I would say they had a lot of years of comeback that they had to work at for since then. They got to do it for the love of it now. Well, they got to do it because some of them believe the crap that they were toting, right? And one of the things that they were toting that got pushed around that they took off was people were paying them to live stream. And because people were paying them to live stream, right, that was spreading the information. The minute they were going there and saying, oh, don't film us, also killed it. Because again, that was a big deal because now the propaganda can't be spread. And because once the propaganda can't spread, they can't make any more headway. Furious Trump launches revenge attacks on Iran after Islamic Republic kills 2 American servicemen, allegedly, is what they're saying. I think these attacks are going to happen regardless. But I think now is the time we should start, the whole we're going to take out this or that should actually happen. Bridges, dams, stuff like that. They should cut off their feet. Let them not be able to walk anymore. Again, 5 to 10 strikes, they're saying, hit the area of Qasem Island, which I have no idea what's on that island and why it's so important. Well, that's why propaganda lives like a virus. It needs to spread and consume the host. Yeah, and it needs to be pushed out. And I think a lot of those people during Riot Ribs or whatever, because the other thing they had was the National Lawyers Guild would show up and be quote unquote legal advisors, right? They would have legal advisors show up. And then those legal advisors started getting disbarred because they were involved also in these crimes. Now we also have a group of, again, Antifa. People are like, oh, Antifa's not a real thing. Well, if it's not a real thing, then why is it considered a domestic terrorist group? Right? Why is we have 10 of them now who are part of that terrorist group who helped execute ICE agents and other federal officers now being prosecuted, right? Like, it's very straightforward about what's going on. And today's greatest weapon is information. So if you can control the information, there you go. Yeah, Antifa's as real as a Hell's Angel, except most Hell's Angels now are like doctors and lawyers and weekend warriors. They're not the same bikers they used to be, I hear. Well, we'll see what hell upon them really means, right? Like, I want to see what this hell is. I want to see how much destruction they're really going to give out. If it's not all just talk, right? Like, that's another issue. It can't all just be talk. It's got to be real. It's got to be destructive. I don't know exactly. Why is Antifa having meetings across the country? Why are they together? Yes, upper left is all the stuff that's been blown up. It's kind of a... It's just showing the highlights of us hitting Iran. Or you mean in the actual Intel cams one? My left or your left? Your right or my right? Above my head? That's how I orientate. Above my head. Antifa's not real, but you can be a cat, right? You can go shit in a litter box if you want. But we all know it's real. We all know this stuff is a real thing happening. It's not like it's some magical thing, right? I don't know what's going on. Hey, Julius. And hi, Larry. And Sorario and everybody else I didn't say hi to. Hello, everybody. Again, thank you for last night. Appreciate y'all. So we know it's real. We know this stuff is going on, right? You have people like Lookner. You have people like anybody else that wants to see distractions. Like, my thing is, there's so many people out there right now or on the internet who are just full of shit and lies and don't... Oh, God, I thought he was about to hit that wall. Just full of shit and lying and pushing disinformation. It's kind of ridiculous. So I like to make sure we know what the hell we're talking about, right? These have people coming in here. Oh, but this guy said this. Well, that's not real. Not a thing. Second Amendment activist and YouTuber Louis Antonio Johnson was shot multiple times in Denver by police just minutes after he shot another man during an apparent act of self-defense in downtown Denver. Why would you... What's up, neighbor guy? Why would you ever want to be a gun activist in Denver? Right? I don't know if you guys know anything about Colorado and Denver, but it's very commie-esque, right? So apparently this guy shot somebody and then he came out with his gun and got shot by police. So, I mean, if you shoot somebody, I don't know. This sounds it sounds a little weird. See, the incident happened around 2 a.m. on May 3rd, 2026, near the 16th Street Mall. Apparently, civilian footage recorded by the 27-year-old man who was shot appears to have shown him pursuing and threatening Johnson before Johnson opened fire. Johnson then ran to his vestibule in the nearby apartment building while still holding his handgun. Officers responded to the original gunfire here directed towards him by witnesses who identified him as the shooter. Police body cam footage shows officers reportedly ordering Johnson to drop the gun as he turned towards them. Two officers fired 9 rounds, combined, striking him multiple times. Some viewers believe that the weapon was pointed downward or being lowered when he was shot. Both Johnson and the 27-year-old man survived. Johnson was initially charged with felony assault, but the serious charges were reportedly dropped and reduced after the investigation reviewed the civilian footage. Circumstances surrounding the first shooting. The Denver district attorney later determined the officer resembling believed Johnson posed an immediate threat and cleared them of criminal wrongdoing. Guy shoots somebody, has gun, aims at an officer. Officers know who he is, shoots him. I don't know why he saw his gun in his hand when he came out. I guess he had both his hands up and would have said, hey. Yeah, I shot the guy because he was threatening me. My hands are up in the air and there's nothing in them. Circumstances surrounding the shooting. The Denver district attorney later determined the officers reasonably believed Johnson posed an immediate threat and cleared them of criminal wrongdoing. The case shows how quickly a person who may have legally defended himself can still be mistaken by the aggressor when police arrive. You still had your gun in your hand, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm surprised he's not dead after 9 shots. I mean, I'm not going to show the footage because YouTube will give me a ban, but the problem with video is everything happens very quickly, right? And so video, we get to watch it and slow it down, but yeah. Check my buy me a kufi. Buy me the kufis. Let's see. Thank you very much, Garbo, for the 3 coffees, buddy. Thank you very, very much for the buy me coffee. So apparently, so he wasn't near the suspect, though. He was inside of his house, then he came out of his house. So he left the scene, it sounds like. Shot the guy, left the scene. Cops had to go find him at his home. He came out with a gun in his hand, it sounds like. I don't know. Cop probably got a little worried he's going to get shot because he just heard, hey, this guy shot somebody. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel that you should be able to carry your gun wherever and do whatever, but you got to think about there's some cop out there who doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's got, he's got his, here's about this guy getting shot. Shows up to a scene, guy's got the gun out still. This is a guy that allegedly shot somebody. I can understand being a little worried, right? Now, I don't know if I would have shot him, but apparently somebody shot him. Yeah, so it said he left the scene in the article, so I don't know, man. Like, got scared and ran away? Give him 2 warning shots in the back of the head. He's coming right for me, I got worried. How do you get shot back in the head? I don't know. But the other stuff kind of worries me too, isn't that, right? Because it says YouTuber. Second Amendment YouTuber. So I wonder if he was some guy who was like, carrying his gun with him everywhere in Colorado. I don't know what the gun laws in Colorado are, but.
Garbo has just tipped $15. Sorry I couldn't donate last night. Buy Yuffie more ice cream.
Thank you very much for $15 reduce. Was Hillary around? No, we're just making jokes. Like, we don't know how the guy was shot, but apparently the guy was shot. Let's see. To a YouTuber shot by police. Mind you, that's the whole thing they want you to see. I want to see stuff getting blown up in the camps too. That's all I'm waiting on. Rock, you are killing me. You are killing me. Maybe he did hit 100K. I don't know. Do better, Denver, is what they're saying. Yeah, so it says here the incident happened around 2 a.m. on May 3rd, 2026 near the 160th Street Mall. Civilian footage recorded the 27-year-old man who was shot appears to show him pursuing and threatening Johnson before Johnson opened fire. Johnson then ran to the vestibule of his nearby apartment building. So he shot the guy and he ran all the way. He ran back home. So I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm watching the other video here of what's going on. So, there's a lot of issues I have with this already, all right? So, YouTube's or someone's going to get mad at me for this. Probably Twitch is going to get mad at for me, that's I guess. So my thing is this, the minute you draw your weapon, right, like this guy's doing, the minute you draw your weapon, you shoot. You don't play with your ding dong while having it out, right? Like the minute I draw my weapon, I'm prepared to fire. And you get one warning, and that warning is maybe me racking the slide. And that's it, right? Otherwise, I'm ready to go. I draw my firearm, I aim forward with both hands, and I go for center mass. Maybe you're ding dong, I don't know. I'm kind of an asshole, so I'd probably blow your testicles off if I had the chance. But, man, this canic feels great in my hand. Anyways, man, I do the two thumbs forward, like the tea kettle or the saucer, cup and saucer with the two thumbs forward. But anyways, oh God, this thing feels great. Oh yeah. Yeah, my big blue. Anyways, so I whip out my 9 and I open fire. So, both hands on it, straight forward, and then I fire. I don't play games. I'm not waiting around. If my weapon's out, I'm doing it to shoot. Right? Unless I'm at the range or whatever. But if I'm doing a assault defense thing, weapon out, both thumbs forward, aimed at my target center mass, and then I unload my mag. So this guy has his weapon out, and this video is 50 seconds, but this thing is out for a while. We don't see when he pulls it out either. But like just to hear we're just gonna do this for a second here, but you can hear what it is of.
Bro, I'm not gonna blow that motherfucker. Bro, I'm not gonna back up. Blow that motherfucker. I'm not gonna back up, bro. Blow that motherfucker. Blow that motherfucker. Go get him, bro. Blow that motherfucker. You finna do jail, nigga. You up, Paul? I don't care. What's your name? Just go, bro. What's your name? I got your face. I got your face.
So even though the guy's being an annoying twat, I don't know if the other guy with the camera is armed. Biscuit, are you trying to tell us something, buddy? Is it 30 seconds of happiness? What's going on there?
I'm finna do life, nigga. Let's go, bro. DPD, nigga. Let's go, bro. Y'all finna, nigga, you finna do life. You finna do life. You finna do life. What's your bitch ass name? Come on, Paul. That's how I know you're a bitch. You up, Paul? You didn't even blow that bitch. You up, didn't even blow it. You up, Paul? You didn't even...
So I'm not going to have this go on because eventually he, does that. But even though the other guy's being an annoying asshole, yeah, he has it in his hand. He's holding the camera in his right hand, I think, and just talking shit to the dude. So do you think the guy had a right to shoot him? Like, legally. Not, like, because he's being an asshole and we want to see him get shot, but, like, do you think he legally had a reason to shoot the other guy? I'll let you think about it. But even then, they're out on the public sidewalk. The other guy could have called the cops. But why was his gun out to begin with? That's the other question I have. Right? Because we only see a part of that video. We don't know what was going on prior to that. I mean, then he pursued threateningly. Yeah. Okay. Like, maybe that will hold up in court. I don't know. I don't know. But when then you run away. Well, we saw the filmer's hand coming up and he had no weapon in his hand. So I'm going to say he was not armed. Yeah, he might have had his pecker out aiming at the guy. That could have been the thing. But, like, this is the cop showing up. And, like, that's the vestibule where the guy ran off to. And at this point where he's standing there, the guy still has a gun out in his hand. So, I don't know who this guy is. Maybe his whole shtick is he walks around with his gun in his hand. And people are just kind of, you know, came up to him and they're like, wanted to go F with him. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe he wanted the death by some other guy. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, he could be a stupid person. Like, who knows? But he sounded like he was calling the guy out, that the guy walked around with his gun and wouldn't do anything, is what it sounded like. And again, it could be stupidity on many different levels, right? And so the cop fires, and then this is the other thing. And from this with the guy here with the camera, that's the other guy's hand. He's got nothing in his hand. He's holding the phone in one hand and his other hand is empty. So now, as a gun owner, your job's not make sure your gun falls into anybody else's hands, right? But he knew jail was coming for him. Suicide by cop. Oh, you mean the YouTuber, or do you mean the other guy? So I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I feel like it's going to be a very interesting breakdown for somebody. Like, maybe don't an operator, but it is a very interesting thing to see, right? Maybe because then the guy drops the gun. Once the cop shoots him. But then he came out with the gun in his hand. I don't know. Like, you have a right to own your firearm. Like, I see it differently than the guy who, that chick tried to pull his gun out from his holster and shot him, right? By the way, American CRAM system continues to engage systems in Iran's attacks. Drones with a strong 20-millimeter phalanx flying over the northern Iraq city of Idlib tonight. So, there's the phalanx doing its thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a very interesting case that's going to come up. Because I want to know what happened to the video prior to messing with the dude, right? Like, maybe the other guy picked up a pipe. Maybe the other guy, you know, what happened? What caused this escalation to begin with, right? I'm curious about. Why did he have his gun out already when the video started, right? I got no clue. Iran's Supreme Leader, Mojabai Kamali, dear people, by continuing to trust this sincere official in all three branches of government whose effects for well-being and property of the nation are evident, we will continue to be vigilant and active to ensure the protection of the interests of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The enemy should not perceive any signs of weakness. If we fully observe this precautions, the enemy will inevitably be defeated. If you shit in one hand and hope in the other is what I feel. We're heading to some dark times? Maybe we're already in the dark times. Here, listen to this.
Allahu Akbar.
So on the security system at my house to do. As per Iran's opposition news, Rear Admiral Ali Karamazid, top commander of the IRGC Navy, has been killed in recent airstrikes by the U.S. forces on the command and control center in Bashahir. Officially confirmed, awaited. So, again, it seems like we know where everybody's at, and now we're just blowing them up left and right. Seems like nobody's getting away very easily at this time. I will say they need to start sodomizing them would be good. I would say that very much we need to, I think, take a stronger stance. Like, I know we keep going, like we hit them, then we wait, and we hit them, when we wait. I think we should just do what Russia was doing to Ukraine and just give them, like, days upon days upon days upon days of just strikes. Tell the people are like, hey, we need to get rid of the people in charge, otherwise we're not gonna be able to sleep and we're not gonna be able to be safe. I agree. I think, Mitch, 100% agree. I think every nation that uses it should be there helping. Or it's just one big bomb. One big old explosion. One huge life-changing explosion. Yeah, 2 weeks of non-stop bombardment. According to reports, look like the scene of a crashed. Oh, looks at the scene created by U.S. All of Iranians engulfed in flames. A short while ago, the U.S. launched a ballistic missile attack on Tehran, setting the entire area ablaze. That's from 9 hours ago, actually, but multiple large strikes happening. Unlimited power. Again, Qasem Island was hit by 6 missiles, according to the reports from Iran. 6, those probably long-range ballistic missiles coming in and hitting parts of Tehran. Again, unfortunately, 2 U.S. service members were killed, and 1 is missing at this moment. Which is not good for anybody. I need to get my armor on. Talking about war news. Yes, they did send them back to the Shadowverse. Show them the Sunlight Bridge of Japan. Can we do that? I mean, we could, but I don't think it would turn out very well. There's a lot of innocent people in Iran. I don't think they all believe the bullshit of the retard in chief over there, the Ayatollah. So there's a lot of people in Iran who don't want to be under the Ayatollah. And there's a lot of people who left Iran who didn't want to be underneath the Ayatollah who escaped. So I don't think nuking them's the greatest idea. I do think killing off all the leaders is fine. That was 72 Virginians, not virgins, Virginians. It was misspelled. Wall Street Journal writes that the U.S. officials believe Iran was receiving help from Russia and China. No shit. Thanks, Wall Street Journal. Right now they're getting help from China. We stopped their ships because we know the Chinese ships coming in there are carrying goods. I don't think Russia's helping them, actually. I think Russia's a little busy with Ukraine, to be honest. But could absolutely be, but I don't think so. I think it's mostly China. Because you got the BLM thing that happened, you got the virus thing that happened, you got the election interference that happened, now you got them helping with the war. Just saying, looks a little bad. Looks a little bad, China. Iran is using ballistic missiles with maneuvers during their final descent, making it more difficult for U.S. air systems to intercept. Russia has lately also improved the maneuvering of their ballistic missiles in Ukraine. The highly likely that Russia is sharing info with Iran and the lessons learned in Ukraine as to attack sites protected by the Patriot missile system. So what's probably happening is Russia giving the information to China. China's developing the technology and then using it as a proxy. Again, China's not our friend. I know I would think China is our friend, but China's not our friend. Any place that leaves the skin on that looks still all messed up and the head of a chicken, you shouldn't trust. Democrats turn on congressional hopeful after hiding LGBT plus Q views from Muslim voters. A Washington state Democrat hoping to unseat a long-term member of Congress is facing a revolt from within their own party after reportedly saying that she left the LGBTQ plus rights of her campaign website because she feared alienating Muslim voters. Seattle's Red first reported that Democrats' organizations were reconsidering the endorsements of Melissa Chaudhry, a progressive Democrat challenging long-term Rep. Adam Smith D. Wash, Washington's 9th Congressional District, after comments she made during an endorsement interview with The Stranger. The Stranger. Would I travel to China? No way, no. I'm pretty sure I'm probably on some watch list by China. Since I talk so much shit about him, they would probably throw me in cuffs. Be a really good weight loss program, though. Hard labor and rice. When asked why her website did not mention the LGBTQ plus issue, Chaudhry replied, because of the lot of Muslims do not feel that way, unfortunately, according to The Stranger. The comment quickly spread backlash from the Democratic gay activist community, and the Washington State Stonewall Democrats urging organizations to reconsider the resend the endorsement of Chaudhry. Her comments are disqualifying because they reveal a deliberate choice of her side in her position on the gay rights. While seeking Democrat endorsement, Washington State Stonewall Democrat Chair Andrew Ashafal told the Fox Digital, anyone running a Democrat should be bold enough to stand with our community. When a candidate chooses concerning itself of clarity, it raises serious concerns. That's getting on my nerves with that static. Ashifo said the organization is urging groups to revisit the endorsement because transparency and trust are fundamental in the Democratic endorsement process. I call bullshit, but you know, that's their own smoke they're blowing up their own ass. Can you do? When a candidate admits to hiding key civil rights position and tailoring their message to avoid acknowledging, hey, thank you very much, Big Time James, for that and somebody. Appreciate you. Organization endures for good faith. The Washington Stonewall, they deserve full honesty, blah, blah, blah. The Washington State Stonewall District, Democrats specifically called an organization that has endorsed Chaudhry, including 11th, 33rd, 37th, and 43rd District Democrats to reconsider their support. Apparently, she's also running around with like a burqa on. And she's white as snow. Thinking that the Muslim votes is the one to actually get her the vote. She had told Fox News Digital that neither Chaudhry nor her campaign has contacted the organization since the controversy became public. Our position is straightforward. The LGBTQ plus rights are not optional in the Democratic Party. They are fundamental. Candidates seeking Democrat support must be willing to champion our community openly and consistently without hesitation. Asheville continued, when a candidate admits to hiding their stance or misleading voters and endorsing bodies, that is a breach of trust. Democrat organizations should hold candidates to the highest standard in transparency and integrity because our community deserves nothing less. The controversy explained beyond the LGBTQ plus issue after The Stranger also reported that Chaudhry said she intended to run as a Democrat before switching to the Green Party if elected to Congress. So she's literally just going to backstab your party. It sounds, doesn't sound right at all. Not at all. The outlet also reported that when she asked for information not to be made public during the endorsement process, she knew what she was doing. She was hiding it. The revolution prompted additional concern among the local Democrat leaders. According to the Stranger, members of the 33rd District Democrats have discussed changing their bylaws because current rules do not allow an endorsement to be rescinded once it has been awarded. Conservative radio host, Seattle commentator Joseph Rance, who first reported the controversy from Seattle Red, said the dispute underscores competing priorities with the Democratic coalition. Democrats built their coalition on promise, and every marginalized ideology group wins simultaneously. Not really, but okay. And Melissa Chandri just proved the pandering doesn't always work. So Melissa Chandri also wore a burqa when she was around all the Muslim people and stuff like that. So she's very much pandering towards them. When the intersectional forces progressively to rank Muslim voters against LGBTQ activists, somebody gets thrown overboard. Not the same party that preaches inclusion in writing its own bylaws to purge one of its own because it is so-called oppression Olympics. There's always a loser to the podium. Yeah. Chandri pushed back on the criticism in a post on X, insisting that she was supporting LGBTQ rights throughout her life. For the record, I supported full equality for LGBTQ people my entire life, not since the campaign started my entire life, she wrote. Chandri said that she's only her siblings is LGBTQIA+. She reportedly helped fund her high school's gay straight alliance back when she had to keep meeting locations secret for her own safety. Look, we had an LGBTQ or gay alliance, straight and gay alliance in high school. Nobody kept it secret. Nobody gave a shit. To be honest, was there any time in there where there was a gay kid and your school was like, oh, we got to go beat the hell out of him? I don't think it was ever a thing. Maybe in the 40s. But even then, in the 40s, it'd be like, oh yeah, that guy's a little light in the loafers, right? You just went with your day. She said one of her close friends, a disabled lesbian woman raising her family against immense stigma. This is not a talking point for me. It's a fabric of my life, she wrote. Chandri, she has a gay friend, don't you know? Chandri also accused the media of misrepresenting her remarks, writing the media that ignored 3 years of rape and death threats against federal candidates is now running with a lie. I'm setting the record straight in my own voice. Look, if you're anyone in the public, I think you're going to get threats regardless, right? People aren't going to like you and people are going to screw with you. That's just kind of a thing. She also said in the atmosphere during the endorsement interview, she contributed to the remarks describing the meeting as hostile, according to the Stranger. Smith, who was represented Washington's 9th Congressional District since 1997, faces multiple challenges in the Democratic Party, including Chandri. Chandri's campaign did not immediately respond to Fox News' digital request for comment. So, the thing is, I feel like in the Democratic Party, there is the Special Olympics of who has it worse, right? Every time people turn around, it's who has it worst. Who is the most oppressed today? And there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to say, well, I'm more oppressed than this person. Oh, I'm more oppressed than this person. Oh my God, my life's terrible because of this, right? Now, according to them, I have white privilege. I should be making millions just off of my being white, which is not true. I run a show because I'm disabled and try to make money off of it so I can keep my house and my truck. Those are my goals. Very straightforward. And according to her, that's not oppression. When I went and filled out my Oregon paperwork last night, one of the things they asked that they went really into detail is asking about sexual orientation. Now, this is a government form. And I don't believe a government form should be asking me if I'm straight or gay or an other kin or whatever the hell else they ask me on the stupid forum, right? Because I feel like they're using that to fill in boxes. And I believe if I was a lawyer or I had a lawyer, that would be probably some way I could sue them for that, right? But again, we're here talking about the Special Olympics of people who are, upset about something. And someone's always going to be upset about something. Like today, today is the Muslim thing, right? Oh my God, people feel Muslims are getting oppressed, right? Oh, people think, oh God, People have thought, oh God, I'm Hispanic. I'm having a hard life. Oh, I'm Jewish. I'm this, I'm that. I'm black. I have a hard life. I think life is kind of what you make it. I'm oppressed because I don't have a gazillion dollars. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I need the gazillions of dollars. I feel like I need the shovel full of money. So, why are my dollary dues not coming up to the millions every day? 4 minutes ago, Iran reports of several explosions heard near the border between Kuwait and Iraq. Interesting. Again, Qashm Island hit by 6 missiles. Residents of Iran, Qashm Island reported that 3 to 5 missiles, it's actually 6 to 7 now, struck different areas of the island. Iran's RGC affiliate Tasnim news agency reported on Saturday. Reports that no official source had commented reports of impact sites or the areas that they hit. Here we go with the information game. What's this? Yeah, I reported on Andrew Tate getting arrested. Andrew Tate's got arrested and for rape in the UK. Don't think that's going to go really well for the guy. Qatar Foreign Ministry has called for an immediate cessation of the military operations that attack the threatened regional security and stabilization, according to Al Jazeera. What's the Qatari Foreign Ministry called for immediate cessation of military operations? You guys are getting bombed by Iran. I don't know why you would do that. Apparently Asmongold has now an Asian slave in his house. Is that what's going on? Again, Asmongold and all these other people, I don't know how they ever got famous. Is they got famous because he's the cockroach man? I never understood that. Is it just really good marketing? Is that other people see it and they're like, oh, this guy's got no fucking life like me. I could just be here. Like this Misery Love Company, like I've noticed that something too is like they got these guys who just get drunk on stream all day and just waste their life away, but they have like 300 or 400 people watching. Is it because they're waiting for the guy to die? Is it because someone told them like, yeah, you need to just saying. Well, like Review Bro, the same thing. I don't get it. I just don't get. What's up, Dee Dee? I don't understand. I feel like there can be a whole study of like, why are these people popular? Why? Why is that a thing? It's like with like certain women too who get popular. I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you're popular. I don't understand why people watch you. It has to be marketing. like, I have this really weird feeling that there's a marketing group out there, because you got to admit too, like a lot of these people after they become famous, they go for a while and then they don't have any more work, or they stop doing it, all of a sudden they're broke. I mean, like instantly broke, and they're like, 2 and 3 are live in Iran. 1 is a failing, shooting off and repeating number 1. I have not seen the Brainwatch Kids watch. It's a Jerry Springer effect. I might be dumb, but I'm not as dumb as that guy. I guess. And like, I don't know, like, I think it's, again, it's all marketing. I think it's all a marketing thing. I think they pay a marketing firm. The marketing firm makes tons of money because they know, hey, I could put this guy here and make millions off of him. And that's it. We knocked out bridges. We're knocking out power. We knocked out water. I think we hit a desalination plant. I think they're not doing great. He looked like South Park Jesus. He got really popular with one of those games a long time ago, and he was really good at it. I think it was like, wow. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that got famous off of WoW, but I think that's also I think there's all marketing gimmicks. Well, again, and that's part of the marketing though, right? I don't ever drink. I don't drink anymore. I used to drink. I don't drink anymore though. I've worked with marketers before. I mean, you could try to market me. Oh, well, that's going to go though. I'm kind of an asshole. But I think what they do is they buy a shit ton of views also for people. I'm not a recovering alcoholic, dickhead. Just chose not to drink. Like, I don't have much money, and I don't really enjoy pissing it away when I have it, literally. Marketing is pay to play, right? So, and we used to do that for like concerts and shows like that. But I do think that, again, it's like you go out there, and if I was a recovering alcoholic, never mind. I'm not even going to go there. But for people who are recovering, that's great. I am not one of them because I do not have an addictive personality. But I chose not to drink. It's called willpower. I understand some people don't have it, but I would say that some people should try it. Just saying. But I just chose not to, that's all. But I would say for marketing, though, and a lot of people who are in the marketing, it is pay to play. And I feel like if you have a good marketing firm, you can turn anything into a moneymaker. Right? And I think that's what happens with a lot of them, is that they just get behind somebody. And then they prop them up and they use them till there's nothing left and they drop them. Just back from dinner with your wife's B-Day, went to the usual spot, got your usual 9-ounce filet, medium rare, and this is the first time I've ever had a steak that was foul. Foul? Like it was bad? You're a blondeaholic? The pain is real? Oh no. So to avoid potential food poisoning, I'm not having bourbon. Ugh. What do you mean it was foul? Like, was it rainbowy when you looked at it? I've been seeing all those young women doing movies and TV show reviews, watch-alongs. They always have filmed the same way. Well, again, and I think that's part of the marketing firm. And I think, like, I have a friend, she's got like 100,000 subs or something now. And she's a VTuber, but beforehand, it was nothing. She did different stuff. And all of a sudden, she changed her model to a big bouncing titty animal person, and all of a sudden, like, And according to her husband, who I'm friends with, he's like, oh, I do all of her marketing. And then I brought up, I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, people buy subs. He's like, oh, what? No, you can't buy subs and watchers. And everyone's like, yeah, you can. What the fuck are you talking about? So I think what they do is that they buy subs. I can't do that, old broad. I start vomiting. Yeah, I hope you send it back, Tombo. Tasted like the funkiest blue cheese. Oh, God. You didn't finish it, right? Like, I would send that shit packing, dude. You don't want food poisoning. Especially if it's, you know, you're getting it cooked, you know, medium rare. Something could be alive in there. We were at the grocery store and we walked by and some of the meat was green and we're like, oh, God, what the fuck? Yeah, I stopped eating. I offered to pay for it. Not that the guy that complained for free, but they took it off the bill, gave us free ice cream and 2 cannolis to go. Well, that's nice. Hopefully you don't get sick, man. It is a real weight loss diet, especially when shooting out of both ends. But yeah, like I wonder how many people out there are like getting just propped up. Like Mr. Beast, I have a feeling Mr. Beast's fingers are in a lot of pies. And that's why, again, this is all filmed the same and everybody looks at him like, well, you're dead inside. And he complains he's broke, right? Because I think all the money he has is tied up with other people. So again, I'm here watching some of these and I'm just like Asmongold or somebody else. I'm just like, you are non-10. There's nothing here. Lookner's a good example of that, right? Lookner's standing there staring at people, you know. Like this is Lookner's stream. Oh, wait, just a second, guys. Just a second. Breaking news. Breaking news. Just a second. Hold on. Just a second. I gotta, oh. U.S. forces said Saturday that they launched new airstrikes against Iran. Isn't that interesting, guys? Isn't that interesting? Guys, they launched new strikes. They swiftly punished Tehran. You know, I don't like Trump, though. Or whatever the hell he says. I don't watch him, but like, this is his stream. There's nothing else going on. There's no audio. There's nothing that like pulls you in. Guys, just a second, guys. Just a second. Breaking news. The strikes are designated to further degrade Iran's ability to threaten. Well, I don't know, guys. Is that true? I don't know. I think I've watched maybe 5 minutes of Lookner, and that 5 minutes I think gave me all I needed to know about him, and everyone agrees here, apparently. Guys, there's been new strikes, guys. Maybe I should just have one screen. Maybe that's where I'm losing people. Maybe there's too much going on and people get confused. Maybe I just need to have one screen the entire time. Maybe it's too much overload for people. Maybe that's it. Just needs to be one screen. Hold on. Let's go see. Oh, we need to, hold on. That's what I need. I need Yuffie to make me a thing that matches my overlay. It says breaking news. It's above my head. And then I need to be, hold on, if we're going to really do this and we're going to make fun of him properly. Hold on. It's my dude. I need to be here. There you go. I need to be here and I need to take up all of this screen. Right. I need to take up all of this screen. And then I need to have, he doesn't want to use anybody else's screen, right? So hold on. You got to dumb it down for people one screen. Yeah, I gotta focus you. Come over here. We also need, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna do this whole scheme of them. Let's see, do this. Yes, do this. Do this. Here we go. Now we're closer to it. Ladies and gentlemen, you need a desk? Yeah, that's right. I need my desk here. But I'm on scene. I'm on scene and location. What happened? My ADHD is freaking out right now. One screen. Can your bot have a suit and a big nose? If I pay for it, sure. And then what does he have that's up right now? I think he just has a map of the strait that was up last time I scrolled by. Again, I don't watch his show, and I only get it from like the little tiny screen that's over there, but let me see how close I can get. So we got that. What else do we need? Let the AI run the show? No, I only do AI for stupid songs I make in my thumbnails. Besides that, that's as far as I'm going. And even that's kind of a stretch. And then he had where is it? Where's the... Oh, I'm just trying to find the Strait of Hormuz video or thing. Let's see, Strait of Hormuz. Because I don't even think he has the actual ships up there. Because, you know, he doesn't want to be copyright stricken. He's terrified of that. I need chicks in swimsuits? No. We have a lot of women that watch the show. I don't think the ladies who watch the show would enjoy that. I think they would think I'm some sort of pig. Just a second, everybody. Just a second. Breaking news. Breaking news, everybody. Just a second. Hold on. My chicken's in the... I got to go put my chicken in the deep fryer, wherever the hell he does. Just a second. Just a second. Gotta go put it in the deep fry. Hold on. Yeah, I think this is it, guys. Yeah, this is it. This is it, guys. Yes, right here. This is the thing. This is the thing over here. This is it. Yes, amazing. Yes. Yep. 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 Just a second. Just a second. New news, guys. New news. Just a second. Iran's been bombed. Breaking news. Iran has been bombed. Everyone, don't freak out. Iran's been bombed. Trump's fault. Iran's been bombed. Oh, yeah, I need to start timing you guys out randomly, too. This is looking good. Perfect. There we go. This is our new thing. When I bring up news, too, it's got to be very here. So it's very, very small on the screen. So let me, ain't shit going on anyway, so I'm just going to keep this going. Just a second, guys. Look at these screens. These screens are licensed by me. I go out there and I get the license from all these. You can't use them. I get the license for all. The stupid ass doesn't even use Earth cams. Like it's like, oh no, you can't use them. They're licensed. This is from Unsent Collective. She collects them. A woman over named Trudy. She's very nice. Who does Unsent Collective. I need a scarier ticker. Okay. I don't know. Thank you, Flabber Grover, for the support. Oh God. but please don't put me out the There's my fifis. Just a second, everybody. Just a second. Remember, we need to. All the cameras are licensed. Breaking, bombshell, finger in the anus. Just a second. My very important news source, guys. Just a second. Hold on. Don't look up my nose. Hold on. His very important news source. You know where he gets all of his news from? You guys know where he gets all of his news from? He gets his news from Twitter. And he literally has a Twitter feed open. He's just scrolling. Yeah, and the AP News. But it's mostly him scrolling through Twitter, right? I mean, he doesn't contradict anything either. Guys, this is what the AP News is saying. Do you guys know what the AP? Do you know what's going on? Hold on. Let's see. I'll go to the AP News right now on Twitter. AP wants to lay off 30 more. What? AP News Guild. The AP wants to lay off 30 more U.S. journalists, guys. Can you believe that? Oh my God. Someone got to go on strike. Associated Press is laying off people. He'll be back in 30 minutes. At least when I'm here, I'm eating when I'm on stream. Guys, are you looking at the straight right now? Oh my God, hold on. Breaking news. There's breaking news. What the hell is the latest thing in Iran? Hold on. What? I know what the latest thing in Iran's going before even Twitter does, but it's because I have it on multiple sources. Iran has to do, it repeatedly strikes 9 targets. The U.S. withdrawal from the Middle East. Oh my God. Oh! Somebody saying that the U.S. is going to withdraw. I don't know who Tom Fleetwood is, but he's a moron, apparently. U.S. is not withdrawing. Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. I got a tampon stuck in my nose. Breaking news. People, oh no, it's a war crime. You can't nuke a thing. It's a war crime. And no one's going to prosecute us, dickheads. That's kind of the point. This woman here, I stand with Iran. Stand with Iran, everybody. You know, maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe that's what the thing is that people like, is that he does these marathon streams where these lonely ass people with no lives are just there to be like, oh, the Luckner's on there. Look at that fine looking young man over there. He looks so trustworthy, like the priest I give all my money to when I go to church. I can't afford to come out there and buy cheese anymore, but at least the Luckner's on the telly. Oh, wowzers. Don't mess with the political views, guys. We're not going to go into that. No politics on the stream that literally talks about politics and news. You made it back alive. Congrats. Then he bends you over. Yeah. Master, look now, why do you remind me of my priest who's literally robbing me blind? Then he records fake emergency alert codes from bombers? No. Does he really? No. Also, again, you can't talk about Trump, I hear. Oh, NY Prepper does. Well, I guess a fucking nutcase too. You find out one of the ZNS streams with random garble. Oh, there you go. Like, hold on. So you're just here and everything's groovy, and all of a sudden, look, there's talking to you, and this comes on the back. You're watching commercials. You're like, oh yeah, it's a regular everyday thing. And then you get this that comes up, and you hear this.
Everyone receiving this broadcast should pay close attention. The information contained in this broadcast is vital to your safety. Please stand by.
We're doomed! The end is near! Oh no, we're all gonna die. I gotta get the right eyes on.
The emergency alert system has been activated. This is a national emergency. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message.
Everyone under your desk!
Vital to your safety will follow.
Duck and cover!
Chicago.
Now here we go.
20 minutes. Los Angeles.
Yay!
San Diego.
Yay!
Chicago.
Yay!
Houston. Phoenix.
Ooh!
New York City.
Hooray!
Philadelphia and
Yay!
Seattle. Within a 300-mile radius of
We're
these
all
areas,
gonna die!
everyone should seek out a fallout shelter as soon as possible. Nuclear fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks, and prolonged exposure to it will almost certainly
Eat
kill
the
you.
weird stuff
If
on the
a nearby
ground.
area has been designated as a fallout shelter, get there right away.
My
Otherwise,
shed's
seek
the fallout
refuge on
shelter.
the lowest floor of a sturdy building's interior. Make sure you have enough food, drink, and a battery-operated radio. Wait until the all-clear has been...
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't drink now, but if a nuke was about to hit, I'm busting out a bottle of bourbon.
...given before leaving the fallout shelter. Do not use your telephone. The lines should be kept open in case of an emergency. Tune into a station that is serving your area for more information. The President will address the nation on all radio and television stations shortly. Stand by for this message. This is a national emergency.
I'm going to be really honest with everybody. You know when you're going to get this? You're going to get this message 10 minutes after the bomb already hit. Oh no, I'm in San Diego. Oh no, Sonia, you're gone, buddy. Honestly, I think most of us would be dead, but... Yeah, it's cute to think they would, but ain't nobody going to tell you this shit till after you see the bomb go off. Like, as much... No, this is a real message. Well, so this was, I think, the message that was accidentally broadcast in Hawaii. No, I take that back. It's a fake one. It's fake, but it's, you know. But no one's going to give you this goddamn thing. Like, you think anyone's going to go out there and, like, honestly tell you, like, hey, you guys should start panicking like chicks with your heads cut off. Shit's about to get real. No, no one's gonna know. You're gonna know when you see the cloud out in the distance. Oh, what the hell was that? But apparently people have been making these for a while. Like these fake EMS alerts.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. I live...
All stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency danger warning effective nationwide. Utmost attention is required. All stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency notification message. This is not a test.
It's real.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the
Hold on, make sure you donate before if it was real. There you go. Donate just before we all die.
An incoming non-terrestrial object heading directly for the Earth was spotted by the Mount Graham International Observatory in Arizona
Ooh,
about 5 a.m. Eastern Time.
This is a fun one.
The actual structure of the asteroid is thought to be a planetoid from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and had become entangled in Earth's gravitational field. It is currently projected to be the size of Guam, with a width of 549 kilometers and is expected to make a direct course for the Pacific Ocean within the next 6 hours.
Ooh, tsunami!
The impact site is approximately 2,100 kilometers from the west coast of the United States. Since the asteroid was discovered on such short notice, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the United States Space Force have confirmed that it is too big to be diverted away from the Earth. This asteroid is expected to unleash 2,497 megatons of energy, causing blast waves.
I don't know how the hell they would actually be able to predict that. Because one, you would have to know what the composition of it was. That's going to be a really good guess. Folks, if you direct attention to the left cabin windows, you'll see a nice bright flash over the western horizon. Yeah, where's Carl Sagan when we need him?
Will be experienced throughout the Earth in mega tsunamis that will send ocean waters well up onto adjacent lands.
Run and find
The
Jesus!
dust and debris from the impact would cause a global nuclear winter. The West Coast
They wouldn't say global nuclear winter either. That would not be a thing.
is predicted to be struck by a mega tsunami. All residents of Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, and Arizona should evacuate to the eastern parts of the United States immediately. The federal
Yeah, when are you going to have time to do that, right? Like, when are you going to have time to be like, time to go east as far as possible for the mega tsunami? You're dead. You are not, it's going to be a cluster jam. The asteroid's already entering the atmosphere by this point, and you're just like, well, time to make that toilet wine and die.
Emergency Management Agency and the National Guard will work together to facilitate the use of public transportation and mass evacuations. All citizens in the continental United States are urged to not panic and to seek shelter immediately, preferably in an interior setting or a room with no windows. I repeat, all citizens in the continental United States are urged to seek shelter immediately, preferably in an interior setting or a room with no windows. Make sure you have an emergency supply kit, which includes a bottle of water, packaged foods, and emergency
Just one bottle of water. Not anymore. Not multiple bottles of water. Just one. Just one. Just in case. Again, I like that they have these commercials right before.
NBC News special report.
All right, guys, that is something that we have not seen here on News Now. You saw it live, though, happen. It looked like someone with the Secret Service came up and took President away. Media, you can see, is shooting some video outside of a window, so there could have been possibly a security threat. They came, they grabbed and did get him out of this room here. So one who had been checked before they got into the room, of course, and see all of the media personnel who had been checked before they got into the room. Of course, each of them having their security clearance always.
This is an emergency action notification.
By the way, did you know each of the voices that are part of the EMS system have been like vetted and programmed in, and that the EMS system is actually an automated system that works through multiple different ways of communication? It's not just one be all fits all. So there are multiple towers and other stuff that actually trigger the system through a digital signal and like airwaves and stuff like that. It's actually really fascinating how it works, right? So I forget what, like, one's name's like Diana and Bob and some other shit like that too. Oh, you used to work on the EMS system there? Nice. So you know what I'm talking about. The other people though, like, probably don't. So each of the EMS systems per the world are different. And then there are certain worldwide EMS systems that talk to each other. To most countries, like probably the ones in Australia, Britain, Canada, United States, probably Mexico, some other places all maybe work together. There's independent ones too. But all the ones in the United States, the emergency broadcast system is actually an integrated system that needs to work throughout the entire world without any problems. Oh, sorry, the entire country without any problems. The rest of the world, whatever, but Coyote playing with.
Station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the U.S. government to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas.
So like a horrible, disastrous, around the entire country problem, right? The emergency service will stay on. Doesn't matter what kind of TV you have or radio, you'll be able to pick up something, is the idea. So we can all get scared and shit our pants together.
This is NBC. We will be discontinuing programming. You should now tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. This station will be discontinuing programming. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use.
For any of us that remember 9/11, the emergency services phone systems totally crashed.
This message is transmitted at the request of the Department of Homeland Security. We have received numerous reports of a highly alarming and unprecedented phenomenon taking place across major cities in the United States. Reports have been received regarding individuals exhibiting highly unusual and aggressive behavior. These incidents are not attributed to any known criminal activity or psychological condition. These individuals are displaying symptoms consistent with an unknown pathogenic contagion. These symptoms include severe disorientation, impaired motor skills, and extreme aggression. We strongly advise all citizens to take immediate precautions to protect themselves and their families. While the exact nature of this contagion is under investigation, early findings indicate that it spreads through close contact with infected individuals. It is imperative that you avoid physical contact with anyone displaying these concerning behaviors. To safeguard your well-being, you should stay indoors. Seek shelter in your home or a secure location immediately. Secure your dwelling. Barricade doors and windows to prevent unauthorized entry. Do not engage. Under no circumstances should you attempt to interact with or approach these individuals. Stock supplies. Ensure you have an adequate supply of food, water, and essential supplies for an extended period. Remain calm. Follow instructions from local authorities and law enforcement personnel. We will provide updates as more information becomes available. This is a rapidly evolving situation, and your cooperation is crucial.
Yes, she did, McFly.
This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. All normal programming operations may now resume.
So I don't know who made this.
Has been put into effect, and any citizen caught outdoors between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. is subject to arrest and detention without counsel. All reserve military personnel and National Guard are ordered to report.
I don't know who made this, but they did a pretty damn good job.
For immediate deployment. All law enforcement, firefighting, and emergency personnel will be federalized effective immediately. All communications facilities, including the use of landline and cellular telephone facilities, will be reserved for military and rescue operations. In order to halt the spread of this contagion, our nation's borders to Canada and Mexico have been sealed. No longer seek shelter in private residences, no matter how safely protected or well stocked. Retain all ownership records of private property, but do not attempt to transport or defend said property. Rest assured, looters will be prosecuted with deadly force, as will any attempts at vigilantism or secessionist political activity.
Secessionist political activity.
No questions.
Every telephone exchange will have an ES cabinet, Wolf. Probably the same. Yes, and I think they have it the same here. I know when we were doing broadcasting stuff, they told us too. They're like, these frequencies you can't legally go on top of. Here's why. Hold on, everybody. Breaking for 4 hours ago. Breaking my nuts. My eyebrows are gone. No, this is real, by the way. This is actually real. A thousand congratulations to the this is somewhere in Iran that got hit. I think we hit a weapons depot. Spank, the Army takes everything in an emergency. They don't get, they're not going to say we're just taking these frequencies. No, they're taking a lot more than that. There's a chart we used to actually have, and it's damn near everything. If the military comes in, they own everything. I have not seen the new drone they're working on. Yeah, Tate and his brother were arrested for rape in the United Kingdom. Yes. On the peanut butter. Just so you know, that's multiple weapons going off. That's not a nuke. That's conventional munitions blowing up. Payphone radios will get all frequencies, you can unlock them. But during anything when the military takes over, they're taking over every signal. Like, you're probably going to get a lot of jamming, and then stuff's going to stop working. Again, more breaking news. New York City is not on fire, but Canada is.
Us out to New York City, you could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there.
Yes,
of course,
you can receive, don't transmit.
Start setting soon, but there is
they
just
can
so
find
much
you
haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But us out to New York City, you could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But us out to New York City, you could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But us out to New York City, you could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But us out to New York City, you could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But us out to New York City, you could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But us out to New York City, you could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But Takes us out to New York City. You could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But takes us out to New York City. You could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But takes us out to New York City. You could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But takes us out to New York City. You could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But takes us out to New York City. You could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering the air there. Their air quality alerts are just stretching across so much of the country as the wildfire smoke from Canada drifts into the United States, prompting health officials to urge millions of Americans to limit their time outdoors. But takes us out to New York City. You could hardly see Lady Liberty. There is just so much haze there. Of course, the sun is probably going to start setting soon, but there is just so much haze covering.
I think it repeated itself and I just stopped paying attention. Damn. I don't know. It was a 20th loop. I was looking for something else. Listen, we're doing Lookner stream. We gotta act like we're talking to geriatric people that don't know what's going on anymore. All right. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's nothing else going on tonight. It's pretty slow. I want to stay on longer because I need to earn money, but I don't know what the hell is going on tonight. What is happening tonight? The Iran Supreme Leader, Mojabi Khamenei, says he's warned that the U.S. will suffer unforgettable lessons at the hands of the Tehran and its regional allies, according to U.S. That was the smoke from Canada coming to the United States. Tehran and its regional allies accusing the U.S. of repeatedly violating the memorandum of understanding between the two countries. Is he fucking high? I don't know what memorandum he's talking about. No one's paying attention to him. You did send me an article on X. The hell? This is the trans thing? Oh, that's from Dr. Rita Deed. That's a troll account. That account is literally a troll account. That a lot of people fall for hook, line, and sinker. For reasons I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Map thingy for Iran. Oh, thank you, Tio. Thank you for the map thingy. I appreciate it, buddy. I don't know what this is going to do for me, but thank you. More explosions as of 2 hours ago. Nothing really new they're happening. It's about Sunny Sun in my email. Sunny and Cher Sun. Sonny Bono hitting some trees. I'm looking right now for it. Oh no. The View. Sonny host and capture pleading with cops over son's trespass on cop's body cam. Newly released body cam footage has captured the view of co-host Sunny Hostin attempting to persuade police officers to not arrest her son on trespassing charges. The television personality and attorney was on call with her son, Gabriel Hostin, 24, when he detained by officers near the Metro North Railroad tracks near Westchester County, New York last month. According to the footage, the 57-year-old wasted no time identifying himself to reporter officers over the phone as a co-host of the ABC morning talk show, a former federal prosecutor. In the clip obtained by the New York Post, Sonny can be heard telling the reporter officers over the phone, "My son is Sunny Hostin, and I'm the co-host of The View, and I'm a former federal prosecutor." Who cares? Like, lady, son's trespassing is trespassing. Sounds like he's going to get what's coming to him. Oh, crap. We have an ad. There's no audio? Apparently there's no audio to this. She's a hypocrite and a moron. I mean, she's from The View, so I think moron was pretty much up there. We knew it was going to happen. I wish maybe there is audio. Is it muted on the thing? Hold on. Maybe it's muted on here.
I know you're upset. Right away. We just do.
Sorry, you guys running for me? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, put your hands behind your back for a second.
Hey, what's going on? Put your hands. Yeah, I got you. Hey, Mom, I'm walking by a train station right now. This cop is putting handcuffs on me. I got you. My mom's a lawyer, by the way.
It's okay. What's your name?
What's your name, sir?
Nice to meet you. I'm Brian.
Brian, is that your badge number 2814?
Yes, yes. So the reason we're stopping you, this is trespassing right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was open over there. I was just walking on a run here.
Where are you coming from?
Where you were on the track?
So, like I explained to you, normally it's a misdemeanor charge. We're dumbing it down to a violation, okay? I know you're upset.
Right away.
Your card declined. Your client is watching.
We just do it as a deterrence because, again, like I explained to you on the phone, besides being illegal, which is far from the subject, it's dangerous. I mean, so that's pretty much it.
Can you give him a warning?
I cannot at this point. I have to recommend this.
Can we talk about how?
And like I said, it's usually a misdemeanor. We're dumbing it down to a violation. So he's literally getting hit with the 140.05. It's not going to go on his record. It's not going to affect him. Nothing. It's not going to be asked a bunch of questions like it's going to hit his license. Absolutely not. Yeah. No, it's not going to affect him anymore. Yeah.
We can't be.
No, I understand.
Every single gate and every single
I really do.
along the railroad.
How are you?
How are you? This is my son.
How you doing?
He was walking along the tracks.
Just on a run, on a walk, and the gate was open. I was like,
Sounds like an honest
He's on the phone with me. Action. I'm a former federal prosecutor.
Yeah.
He knows. He's a Harvard grad who teaches fourth grade geometry to kids.
God bless.
This is not a kid who's never in trouble. It's an innocent mistake. I understand you have to give him a violation, but it's
not the end of the world. I get you. Okay, so this is into your copy, okay? So basically,
What? Why is she getting a copy? He's a grown-ass man. Has nothing to do with this lady, right? He's a grown-ass man. Why is she even there? She his lawyer? No.
just have to show up which on a Friday, July 10th at 9:30 a.m. It's going to be to the New Rochelle Criminal Court. It's going to be at 475 North Ave here in New Rochelle. Not the end of the world. Not the crime of the century. Okay. It's unfortunate. I get it. I know you're upset. I know your mom's upset. I'm not trying to be a ball buster here. I have a job to do. That's all it is, okay? I hope you don't take it personally. I really appreciate you being cooperative with us, all right?
So he was just caught on the train track? That's it? I mean, still trespassing, but still. I don't know why the hell she's out there. It's a grown-ass man. What the hell is she gonna do to change his mind? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Apparently this is 10,000 meters below the Earth's crust. He should have licked the rail. I don't know why he was there. I don't know why people do anything, to be honest. More people are back at Delaney Hall again. At least I think it's Delaney Hall. So, I don't know if you know this, but the federal officers are no longer putting up with people's shit. It's becoming very straightforward. Like, if you block them, you're getting pepperballed and thrown out of the way. Really? This is old? I don't know. It came out today.
You're gonna need some shit. You already got me earlier. You have to. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. We're not threatening anyone. We're not threatening anyone. Move out! How is she supposed to move? That's good.
She looks fine. Tell that heifer to go back where she came from. She's fine. She's all right. She's okay. She's all right. Oh, apparently AOC is now posting drunken crash outs because she can't handle being mocked. She's saying, if you think I don't understand foreign policy, the issue is you. Nobody understands you, drunk lady. Not a damn bit. Again, as I'm scrolling through here, apparently one of the hot topics today is Asmongold's Asian girlfriend that he probably bought, not giving him tomatoes properly or some stupid shit. I don't know. I just don't care. Don't care. Doesn't interest me. It's not part of my news cycle I would have to worry about. People in Iran are starting to post saying that they're sick of the Iranian government looking for a way out, saying that America, the more that they bomb them and stuff, the more that they're hoping they have a chance to really come out and stand up against the Iranian regime. Maybe. I don't see why not. I think they should be able to. Yeah, she needs to find a new place to go. Graze. Spank that sex trafficking if you bought her. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, all right, folks, I'm out of here. There ain't shit going on. If anything happens, I'll jump back on. I want to stay on longer, but man, there's nothing happening. I mean, I guess there might be some commies out there. They did F up killing 2 of our soldiers today. That's right. We're going to see, what happens now. Probably won't be doing much till like earlier in the day. I should get on earlier is what I need to do. Is I need to hop on earlier so I can cover more of the stuff happening in real time. No, Spank, no. Florida woman shocked when DMV sends her a cheeky SQZ 855 license plate. I looked at it and it said, I don't think so. Squeeze ass. You don't want the squeeze ass license plate? No, commies are not human. Commies aren't human. Well, people are taking off. So I'm out here for tonight. You have a good one, everybody. If any more news comes in, I'll jump on. If you guys want, what's up? Hey, what? What am I hanging about? What's going on in Iran? Iran killed 2 of our soldiers and 1's missing. And so we vowed to blow the living shit out of him tomorrow morning. So we'll see what happens with that tomorrow. We will see where that goes with tomorrow. I want to stay longer. I want to find more stuff going on, but we're kind of just repeating the same stuff over and over at this moment. I'm looking. I'm peeking. Trying to pull something up. Yeah, they killed 2 of our soldiers by hitting one of the bases. I think tomorrow or late tonight, early tomorrow, we're going to see something happen. So I might jump back on later tonight when stuff starts really going ham. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, 2 killed, 1 missing. Others were injured. If I live beyond the food poison, I want to know I'm going to Iran tomorrow. How much bourbon have you had? Apparently 2 men in India died when one tried to piggyback ride the other one. They both fell off of a 4-story railing, killing both of them. Ew. So apparently there's a chocolate fountain in Istanbul that you could just go up there with a spoon and try. But when it shows people doing it, it looks all oily and nasty. I'm like, ugh. Bacteria is winning? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, enjoy time in the can. I wouldn't suggest boofing it either. All right, I'm out here. Later. You all have a good night tonight. Take it easy. I am out of here for tonight. Take care. Sweet dreams, everybody. I'm not going to do a marathon 9-hour stream and nothing. Sean, I am not doing video game streams. I mean, nobody pays me to play video games. If they did, I'd stay longer. But no one's doing that. Have a good night, everyone. Take it easy. Love you all. I will talk to you tomorrow.